In our final episode of Mind Matters, we are exploring the future landscape of neurodegeneration research and its broader implications for the society. The global burden of neurodegenerative diseases is projected to triple by 2015 as the populations age. This represents not only a medical challenge but a potential societal crisis. How do we prepare all the healthcare systems, economies, and communities for this demographic transition that is like impending? And what role does industry leaders and policymakers play in these preparations, Nehal?
So, to handle rising neurodegenerative diseases, healthcare systems need more neurology and geriatric services, trained caregivers, and telemedicine. Economically speaking, sustainable funding and community programs are key. Policymakers and industry should work together on prevention, treatment, and assistive tech to manage the societal impact that is impending on our society.
Right. So prevention strategies for neurodegeneration increasingly focuses on lifestyle intervention such as exercise, diet, cognitive engagement and social connections. Yet implementing these at population scale requires addressing health disparities and also to a certain extent socioeconomic barriers. So how do we ensure neurodegeneration prevention does not become a privilege of the wealthy?
So I strongly believe that prevention must be accessible to all. So public programs should provide affordable exercise, nutrition, and cognitive activities. Policies supporting safe space, subsidized healthy foods, and community engagement can overcome socioeconomic barriers. Intervention should also be culturally tailored.
Yeah, I agree. So, coming to the concept of very successful brain aging, and onto that topic about the connection with it and neurodegeneration, it is absolutely inevitable. I mean, that will happen at some point. So, some individuals maintain cognitive function despite significant pathology. What can these super-agers teach us about resilience mechanism, and could we develop interventions and enhance cognitive reserve and brain maintenance?
Superagers show that cognitive decline isn't inevitable. They show us activities like lifelong learning, mental stimulation, physical activity, social engagement, and stress management can help us build the cognitive reserve that is required. Understanding their biology could guide lifestyle or pharmacological intervention to maintain brain health broadly.
Right. So, regenerative medicine approaches, which include stem cell therapy, tissue engineering, hold promise for neurodegenerative diseases. However, the brain's complex architecture and connectivity patterns present unique challenges. How do you envision the integration of replacement cells or tissues with existing neural networks? Are we approaching science fiction territory or realistic therapeutic goals, really?
So, stem cell and tissue therapies need precision integration with existing neural circuits. So, approaching science fiction is still not possible, but combining these with neuroprotective strategies and rehabilitation can enhance recovery. So, while full restoration is tough, but targeted circuit specific interventions are becoming realistic.
Right. So, as we conclude our series, I want to address the elephant in the room. Despite decades of research and, as you might know, billions and billions go in investment, we still lack curative treatment for most neurodegenerative diseases, actually. So, what fundamental assumption might we need to challenge? Should we be focusing more on prevention, acceptance, or radically different therapeutic approaches?
So, the lack of cure shows us that single target approaches may be too narrow. What we require is system level, personalized strategies, along with early prevention and resilience building, which can help us create a bigger impact. So, exploring technologies like gene editing, regenerative medicine, microbiome modulation, and multimodal therapies could help us reshape the treatment approaches.
Right. Nehal, thank you for being this part of this very enlightening journey through the complexities of neurodegeneration. To our listeners, professors, industry leaders, and all the curious minds out there, thank you for joining us on Mind Matters. The future of brain health depends on continued collaborations across disciplines and boundaries.
Thank you for having me.